welcome to Project Library Planet. Today we are in Espå, the second biggest city in Finland, and we are in Salo Library, a really big library here in the city. Here with me is Dmitry, a librarian. Hi.
Hello.
Can you please tell us about this library a little bit? What kind of library is it? Who comes here?
Sure. Well, this is Salo Library. It's a public library. We have here a lot of different services and books and everything for pretty much different people who live around here or maybe who come from a bit further as well. Like we have the youth section, which is for mostly about from 15 to 20-year-olds, and then children's section over there in the back, also adult section and music section, makerspace. So we have something for everybody. Yes.
So I see you're in an interesting location here in the middle of a shopping mall. Why is that?
We want to be where the people are, and so people are going to the shopping center a lot, so they can also come to the library, or instead of going to the shops, they can come to the library. It's a good place to just be somewhere because you don't need to buy anything. If you go to the shop, you can just sit there and spend time.
Do you have any events here?
Yes, we have a stage where there are different events like meetings with writers and music concerts and lots of different other events like children's events, maybe some theater, everything. And then we also have a lot of other spaces for smaller events like book clubs and knitting clubs, something like that. And basically the library is very open to people who live around here, for them to come and organize the events, to use our space for free and organize the event themselves. But then the library also organizes events as well.
And you have a big collection of Russian language literature here, right?
Yes, we have about 15,000 Russian books and also other materials like audiobooks and DVD movies. And that's 15,000 is quite a big number for Finland. There used to be a library of Institute of Russia and Eastern Europe, which had a lot of books in Russian for Russian-speaking people here in Finland. But then it got shut down, and the collection of the books, at least part of it, moved here to our library.
This is a pretty nice space. What happens here usually?
Well, this is the main hall of this library, and well, usually it's just some place people can just sit and relax. And there's also the main service desk where people can ask whatever they have questions from the library. And sometimes there's also this different events, like we have a stage here where there's a piano and a PA system, and also there's a returning machine for books that you want to return, and also some borrowing machines, which we also have on other floors as well.
And Dmitry, how did you end up being a librarian?
I first came here about 3 years ago. I was just looking for a place to do the alternative service that we have in Finland. If you don't want to go to the army, you can go to the alternative service to just basically work at some non-profit organizations. And so I was interested in trying out work in the library, and so I came here and I liked it here. And then after the alternative service period was over, I could stay here, and so here I am.
In Salo Library's children's department, kids can read to a dog, a special reading assistance dog that listens while a child reads a book aloud. A dog is the perfect companion, a perfect listener. It doesn't correct, it doesn't judge, and it doesn't interrupt. The dog is available for several hours once a week, but as it's summer now and the dog is an employee of the library just like any other, it's on holiday today. This is the music department.
Yes, this is the music section of the library, and here we have different music formats like vinyl LPs, music magazines, also a lot of CDs, and some notes with sheet music that people can borrow, use them at home, or there's also a spot where people can listen to the CDs right here, and there's also 2 rehearsal rooms with pianos in them, so you can just open some notes and just play and practice. And there's also a music studio for people over the age of 16, where people can record their own songs. We also have some instruments here, like a guitar and bass guitar and some keyboards that people can borrow, but to use them here in the library, not to take them home.
And now we're talking to Lauri, who works in the makerspace here in Salo Library. Hello.
Hello.
So Lauri, can you tell a little bit, first of all, why there is a makerspace in the library? Who needs a 3D printer in a library?
All right. Well, traditionally the library has been giving the possibility to read books and take part to events and so on, share ideas, discuss with others and so. But in makerspaces we learn together the stuff and the customers, and we want to give the possibility to learn by doing, and that's something new. And the old idea of the library was that there is knowledge, and some people, for example, the staff has the possibility to give the pieces of the information or pieces of the knowledge to others. Mm-hmm. And this is an old idea which doesn't anymore exist, and that's why there has to be some other possibilities for the customers too.
So you can learn some practical skills, not just read about theory in books.
That's right. That's our main goal, and there is also scientific basis on this knowledge that learning by doing gives other kind of satisfaction. This is the vinyl cutter, and we can produce here stickers with the vinyl cutter, and then we can also put it on fabric.
Okay, so you can have a t-shirt with a print.
Yes,
nice.
With the heat press here.
Is it free to use these things, or do you have to pay anything?
No, you don't have to pay anything. These are free. You can also, of course, produce stickers to put them on the wall.
Ah, great.
Yes, it's possible too. These are our 3D printers, and we print here different kind of things. Not more than 20 centimeter high. It's made out of corn.
Okay.
This so-called plastic. So it's not plastic exactly. We talk it exactly. So the plastic is first here in these kind of scrolls here, and then we put these rolls over here, and then it will be heated to 200 Celsius in here.
Wow.
And then it will be made. The print will be made here.
And who uses the 3D printers usually?
Young adults, sometimes kids too, women, men, everybody.
So you have the software on these computers to create 3D models?
Yes, there are some free apps you can use to make own models. They are not so very difficult to learn. If you do it 2 or 3 times, and then it will be okay. It's not so difficult.
So if I don't know how to use a 3D printer, but I'd really need something printed, can I come and have a librarian explain to me what I need to do?
Yes, you can book time. We book time for customers for 2 or 3 hours, and we can then during that time we can print and we can make new models with the customers, and of course he or she can come later and book more time, and we can do it until to the result. We can do it together with the customer, and we do it with pleasure.
Cello Library hosts different art exhibitions. This little guy, however, is not so much an art object as a social project. This structure describes the feelings of a person who stands in a queue. And in a little notebook, you can write your experiences of standing in a queue and suggest how queues can be eliminated. Now we're in the youth section of the library. It's called Pointy, and Ivari here will tell us more about it. So we've been told that there was a culture house here and then it closed down and now its functions are here. Is that right?
Yeah, it's right. We have a photographic exhibitions there, and we have several clubs. We have a cultural club, which are hosted our librarian, who are from Kosovo, and we have the cooking club. It's every Wednesday, and once in a month we have the audiovisual club, and they are doing photo edits and video editing and so on and so on. And then we have the art club. They are painting with those what is that you spill on it?
Spray cans?
Spray cans.
Okay.
Yeah, they are painting with spray cans.
Painting on the walls?
No, we have this very big canvases.
Okay.
And
right.
they are painting on those.
What else is there? What happens here?
We have game section and the book section.
This is the book section?
Yeah, we have books. We have many books. We have plenty of books in English and comics too. And we have pretty much English fantasy and English science fiction and English paranormal romance.
Yay.
And that's very popular.
So we are now in the game corner.
Yeah.
What else can you play here except table football?
You can play here video games, PlayStation, Xbox, and so on. Ooh. And you can play billiard, which is very popular, but you must be over 12 to play those. And you did goal again. 1-0. Yeah.
Why did you choose to become a young adults librarian?
Oh, I chose that because I have selfish reasons and unselfish reasons. Selfish reasons, they are adults are just not so funny. Uh-huh. If you are in the upstairs in the adult section, there's maybe 1 or 2 rare occasions when your special gifts are used to. But in here, it's about one in hour or 1 in 4 minutes. You have to be more diverse in youngsters section. And then the unselfish reasons, youngsters do not read. And because youngsters do not read, and because we are in data universe, we are in a sophisticated world where you must read to understand your environment and to do with your environment. I must educate youngsters to read, because if they do not read, they do not get in positions in this society.
But how can you do that if they only want to play video games?
It's like sneaky thief's job. You just must be so sneaky that they are not realizing that you can have stories like video games in books too. And every man has a point of fact or fiction where he finds that eternal love to read and to know more and to be more knowledgeable. And that's the point where I must find that youngsters, every youngster has its own point of that. There's a novel, graphic novel, V for Vendetta, and that's for the rebel youngsters. And when I recognize a rebel youngster, I will sneak out the book, comic book, to his reasons, and then he's like, oh, there's book, that's not cool. And then he recognizes the mask of V, and then you have this creepy long shot. It's a rebel book. I have seen the movie. Should I grab it? And he grabs it, and then he reads a couple of the comics pages, and then he's, oh, this is good, this is good. Maybe reading is not so bad. And that's the point, what I want to do.
Right.
Yeah.
So after reading some Russian books, listening to music and making stuff on the 3D printer, and playing football in the noisy young adult department, I think I need some rest. Bye bye, and see you in another library.